Microphone check, microphone check. All right, we are live.
Oh, we're live now?
Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're live now.
All right, man.
Like,
hope people can hear. I hope people can hear.
Yeah, I hope they can too, man. About to find out.
It's, the only thing that sucks is, I mean, you can't. Oh man, I guess I can get on my phone and look at comments.
Oh, there you go. Do that. Yeah, that's
I guess I can get on my phone and look at comments, man.
Yeah, there you go. That's a grand idea. Look at us all thinking, using our big brains and stuff.
My wife would be like, "What kind of laugh is that?"
Yeah, don't overthink it. Just do you.
Oh God, let's turn it down. Let's turn it down. Let's turn it down.
Oh, is that us?
Yeah, that's us
talking about it.
Yeah, I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it up, man. That way, if there's any questions, I can.
Or I like comments. That's a good idea.
We can do it out, dude.
Man, we're F and G's. I mean, you know what I mean? We're F and G's, and now those Google that F and G's.
Yeah.
So we're the newbies. Everybody keeps telling us Seattle does not have a podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So what you guys doing around there? And Phil Harris brought it to our attention more than anybody. He's like, hey man, you guys got gold. You guys are the most winning team. You guys don't have anybody really doing a podcast, except for there was some character, we will not name names, that made an attempt at it, and he ended up being an ugly human. So we'll just leave it at that.
Hey, and I was the first.
Were you the first interview?
I was the first interview.
Oh, dude. Man, are you jinxing us right now? What's happening right now? Don't say that, Nick. That's it. Stop.
This is episode 1. This is episode 1 of the Seawall Podcast right now.
Seawall! Dude, what's up? Oh, man. So good. So we were chatting it up before we decided to pull the trigger.
Hi, Punkus.
Hi, Punkus. So we were talking about San Diego and Seattle, and the game to really reflect on is the April 8th game, right?
Yeah,
and how it was 2023.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people want to throw in the last game of the season, but I mean, we had 6 MLR rookies or 6 MLR first timers going in there, and they're resting guys. We rested a lot of guys, so that's not a real good gauge on how the game would go. So we had to throw that game out, man. So like you said, the closest game we had to look at was the April 8th game
within 3 points. So that's really anybody's game.
Yeah.
And I noticed both teams, like, they play out their first half. And I mean, it's not that they're not trying. So I'm not saying anything derogatory like that, but they definitely are filling out the other team, make those halftime adjustments. Both teams are second half teams. So
yeah, totally.
That's, I think, when we see a majority of our points. But we also, Clarkie was smart about that. He didn't play a bunch of starters, normal starters or anything. He let people rest because they knew that they were eligible, didn't have to stress about those small details.
Yep.
And then at the same time, it lets some of these other guys shine and give some exposure and get those butterflies out of their system in case they, Clarkie decides to play him again later. They're not all in their head nervous, worried about the big show.
Look at Lepetti and Jeremiah. They got starts tonight. They got starts. They were reserves, but they got moved over from the last game because of how they played into the playoff
People are
game,
watching
the eliminator game, man.
Isn't it? It was you that told me that they were being watched.
Yeah.
The little chit chat after the game was heard about that.
Heard through the grapevine that they were being watched.
The same. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, And they're just so physical, and their IQs, like, man.
Well, both teams are. The pitch down there's bigger, but and everybody brings that up, that the pitch is bigger than Starfire. But that works out for both teams because both teams like to run. Both teams have quick wings, so they want space and do well in space. So I think that's a wash. I think that's a wash for that point of saying that it's good for San Diego. I mean, it's good for us. It's good for us as well.
Yeah. How about OG in New England? What do you think?
Man. I'm watching Phil's thing last night. Phil said that if what did he say? He said if New England doesn't get in, he's rooting for Seattle. That's the second team.
Oh wow!
But I don't
believe that, man.
Man,
How would he not want an East Coast team to win? I mean, he's on the East Coast.
Because they hated it. He hates DC. He hates anybody on the East Coast. Do you think if they were playing New York and New York wins, he'd be like, "Oh, go New York"?
No.
F no. Phil would be like,
no. Out of all the teams that you had to bring up for that option, like, no.
Well, you know, sorry.
He don't like.
I'll
them.
keep my mouth shut on other teams.
Yeah.
So,
keep that. Mm-hmm.
But no, I think it's gonna be a good game, man. Like I was listening to the MLR Weekly. McCarthy keeps saying that DC is the Rocky Balboa. They're the Rocky Balboa, man, and New England's the Drago. It's this week, Rocky and Drago.
And those
man.
New England fans, they be talking a lot of head.
Dude, yeah, man. And I mean, granted, they have reason to, but I mean, there was one game. It was one game up in New England? Up in New England, it was close. It was. I think it was within seven or 3 or 7 points.
So single digits.
So I mean, it was. I think it was pretty close. So I mean, just like anything else, man. There's a puncher's chance, man. If they played good against New York. So
okay, so who you taking between OG and New England?
Man, I know I was double talking. I was trying to get my way out of that question.
No, I'm not. Not with me, bro.
I was trying to work my way out of that question, man.
Don't BSer.
I'm gonna have to take. Man, I'm gonna take New England, man. I mean,
I was gonna say like, I was
as much as I love the underdog, man. Because I mean, even though we won, we're always even though we won 2 championships, we're
team,
always the underdog.
He's a Seattle dude,
so
would love him to win.
Yeah, I mean, I love the. I mean,
I don't think it's realistic.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think New England. I don't think it's going to be as handily as everybody thinks it's going to be.
Yeah, like
I think it's going to be closer. I'm not sure what the point spread is on it yet.
Okay, San Diego, Seattle. Because, who gives a shit about the East?
Oh.
Pardon my French.
Yeah. Oui.
That,
like I said,
we're taking Seattle, but
Yes. I'm taking Seattle. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be right around 9 or 10 points.
Oh, you think it's going to be that much?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say like 3 to 5. I think it's going to be a really clutch game. I think it's going to be really tight tolerances.
Yeah, and like you say, second half. So do you think it's going to be a low scoring, or do you think it's going to be high scoring?
I think it'll be high scoring because both of them have like these really quick offenses that just develop like snap of a finger. You got any questions?
So I'm just looking. I'm looking here.
That would be fun to be able to interact that way. Like nobody else seems to really do that.
Rick Meyer says about damn time.
Yeah.
Let's go Seattle.
Rick's doing something cool about his son.
Yeah,
he's got a bunch of messages for his son for his birthday.
And when's his birthday? Rick, when's your kid's birthday?
Yeah. Hit us up, bro.
So just message on here. Let me know.
Yeah, because like maybe the boys are leaving tomorrow morning, so I hate to distract them, but there might be a player or two that aren't going. Which in the back of my head, I can think of who it is, but I'm not going to say it out loud because that would give away information that maybe Clarky doesn't want out. But,
his birthday's today. Happy birthday.
Man, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
I mean, I know we're not players. We're not quite as cool, but like, happy birthday, big man.
Man, I heard through the grapevine that Rucky said hi.
Yeah.
Rucky said happy birthday for the grapevine. He told me this morning.
That's good. That's good right there. We need some more Rucky dolls.
Hey. My wife is watching. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Erica. I love it. She's a big fan of yours. I can tell.
Yeah.
She puts up with you.
Yeah, she puts up with me. You're right.
I'm one to talk.
No, she's awesome, man. She's amazing, and she is always she's always very she's very about all my rugby stuff. She's very cool about it. She's very
well. That's a good thing because if we're starting this bad boy, honey, I just took away your man at least once a week. I'm just saying. She's been very cool about all my rugby stuff and all my events. All the events I do, and she actually helped me started doing the events. She helped me really cool.
Start up that thing. So get that ball rolling, and she's been really helpful doing that stuff. So I appreciate her. So
yeah, and she's not just saying that because you're watching.
She said maybe sometimes.
Like, that's what I like about her. She talks to you some kind of way, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So good. Well, how much time we got on this bad boy so far?
Where are we at? We're at, man, I can't.
You can tell we're new.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay, that's not terrible. So we were shooting the gift and we were talking about like how we don't want to do overly long, podcasts because it just seems to like people's attention spans, including our own.
Just so you know, we've already done this one time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. We practiced 2 seconds ago.
Should be episode 2.
By the way, we forgot to press record or it turned off.
So we just decided to go live instead. So that way it's documented. So.
It definitely puts us on the spot where we can't edit out our mouth because we both have some pretty good mouths on us.
Yeah, it's got to learn to
dial it back,
tame it down a little bit. So,
well, what else you want to talk about? Anybody got any ideas? Punkus, you got something, man?
Rick Meyer said 15 to 20 minute pod is perfect.
Yeah, it's kind of like
we
a
agreed.
run to like Target or Costco is what I think it was.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, like I say, another thing my wife told me. She said when she listens to her podcast, she said 30 minutes. She said 30 minutes, and yeah, she said she does listen to it 30 minutes, and like that's as long as she's doing something. Otherwise, and me the same thing. If I listen to a podcast that's over 30 minutes, I break it up into sections, and then I always forget. Oh man, what did they say in the very beginning? You know, and you kind of have to recap. You don't have to like watch a show. You don't have a recap, dude. So you kind of got to go back
and forth.
So I think 15, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour at the most.
So we were also thinking this. Hear us out. So Liz brought it up. Liz is a cool gal. Liz had a really good idea where it's as long as it takes to drink a beer, right? Unless you have one of those smart Alex, which, there's a lot of young bloods that we will interview that will do this. And they'll be like chug-a-lug, right? And they'll just down that beer. So it might be after 2 in that situation, kind of, But like, I mean, and it could be a good sized mug. I don't know. Like, just saying, this is a mug that I had made for the Sabre Bros, the Houston Sabre Bros, when they came up for us. I kept one for myself because it's fun to go down there and hang out with those guys. Plug.
Hey, except for that guy who didn't high five Rucky. I'll always remember you.
You know who
I'm
you
always
are.
going to remember you.
Oh, man. I wish I knew who it was so I could just harass the snot out of them. But they did do their toenails, so that turned out really well. I felt sorry for John Jackson because I did his toes, and I might as well have just got out a paintbrush, man. I mean, that guy's probably got more paint on his skin than he does on his toenails, just putting it out there. But you know what? You lose a bet's a bet.
Well, let's see what we got here. Punka said, I think history is with the pod. Meyer says, who is your player that has to ball out versus San Diego?
Oh, I'll say Maya. Jeremiah.
Think so? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know what the roster is yet. I think that he is one of the upcoming players. I mean, not without a doubt. I know he is. I've watched that dude play in high school. He was a year below my son, played for Eastside, and he's got a great relationship. He's just a solid human being in general, but his hunger and his rugby IQ is getting better by the minute. So much fun to watch. That, and then Ina.
Yeah.
I think Ina for sure will ball out.
I think Ina's gonna set the tone for the outside.
100. I mean, his rugby IQ over these last couple years has just skyrocketed. Just in the last year.
And
Western Conference a week ago today, we were at the Western Conference down in Houston. And that's when he was really starting to shine. He put on some muscle.
Yeah, during the off season, he bulked up big, dude, because he wasn't that big last season.
No, and it's all muscle. Like, and he's quicker than he's ever been. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Having the advantage of being on the sideline and being close to the hits, man. The Duncan Matthews this last game, Ina's done it many of times, but coming down the sideline, and I know you're supposed to tackle the waist, but when you see Ina coming towards you and lowering himself, don't lower yourself, because that thud, and then all you see is the opposing player fall back, and they're on the ground. It's like these bulls right. It's like
calling stick man.
Oh, dude, it's like you go right through. It's like the stay off the tracks, man. Train's coming through, kid.
Hey, you think the Hitman will be on the roster this week?
I hope so, dude. I hope so, man. They need. I mean, because
that dude's a physical beast.
Not only is he a physical presence, but his rugby IQ is off the chart.
Well, and he's a really good. Something I've learned recently, behind the scenes kind of thing, is he's such a mentor to a lot of these younger guys. I mean, he's 38 years old, right?
Yeah.
So, but he don't act like a 38-year-old. He's tough as nails.
Dude,
but he's a great mentor to some of these younger guys that are coming up, and he's coaching them.
Dude,
right?
I heard that on the last, like I say, like I told you earlier, man, being on the sideline and hearing him coach the players that are on the thing, it gave me chills. Like, it's like, dude, like, man, just to hear him and hear his words and to hear what he's telling them and like that, and them, boom, turning around and implementing that.
Because he's a no-nonsense cat,
like
right?
turning, he's not going to pussyfoot around. He tells you how it is and what you need to do from experience, and then to watch the player turn around and I don't remember what player was talking to, but to watch him turn around and implement that immediately and have an impact in the game. Because they were down. I mean, when it was happening, they were down on they're 5 meters out from scoring.
Oh, so we created the Seawall and didn't let him in, right?
No, Seawall did not let him in.
Right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
The only defense in rugby of America that has its own name
is the
for their
Seawall,
defense.
dude. I'm telling you, man.
Seawall Podcast, right here.
But I'm telling you, but to hear him coach people up and watch get implemented 5 meters out, and while the game's going on, and them take it and run with it, it was I mean, just a phenomenal. Like, it gave me chills, man. I'm like, wow, dude, this is so cool to witness this, man. So, what else we got here? Punkus said after 2, the train can come off the tracks. Talking about drinks.
Yeah, you're right, man. Because like, we don't want something else. Is like, we don't want too long of interviews because we want to leave a little meat on the bone, if you will, right? So like, these players are coming up, and they, maybe somebody else wants to interview them. I don't want to take away all the questions. I don't want to overexpose them.
Yeah.
In sense of like, this is their up and coming. This is their profession.
Yeah. For real. What else he said? Punkus said he loved watching. He would love watching Duncan and Adrian working together on Sunday.
Oh yeah, Adrian's a compliment to it. Like, coming from Dallas.
Oh yeah,
what a compliment! That guy is really gelled.
I've heard like every podcast, every other show I've listened to, whether it be MLR Weekly or whether it be All Access. Any of those shows, they have nothing but good things to say about the guy.
Yeah.
Like, come up. I didn't know him. I didn't know who he was. I know he jumped around for a couple of teams, but him come up here, I've heard his name so many times now because he's in every single play. He can kick, he can run, he can do everything, dude. It's like, man, it's such a great pickup, dude. I know Dallas missed him big time. Rick Meyer also said, want to talk about with San Diego missing their captain, does that help Seattle?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it will, but I don't think it. I think their depth is so deep, that I don't know that it'll have a significant.
It'll have it'll have a little bit of an impact, but it won't have as much as if they weren't as deep.
Yeah, because you got Mikey, Teo, right?
Yeah,
you got guys that have been around for a long time that can step up to that position,
and they can step up and lead a team no matter what position they're on.
Yeah.
I mean, they have other guys to fill those spots. I mean, but because I know a lot of people don't want to say Seattle's deep, but Seattle's just as deep as San Diego.
We are.
I mean,
Clarkie's done a good job.
We don't have that
kind of keeping everybody out of what's happening.
I mean, I know we don't have the name recognition like a Mikey Te'ao. We don't have the name recognition like a Ma'ananu, but I mean, our players are just as good and just as deep, man. I know that they went on they've been playing good and they only lost one game this year, but man, we're 1-0 in the playoff. We're 1-0 in the playoffs right now. 7-1 lifetime.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Say we got the Western Conference last year. We got 2 championships out of what? 4?
What, five? There's
5 seasons.
There's been five seasons completed. Without, because 6 was COVID, and we don't count COVID. So without counting COVID, there's 5 seasons.
4 seasons. Because COVID was, so 18, 19, then 2020 did not happen.
But 2020 didn't happen.
So
21.
And then we got 21 and
yeah, this is the 5th season.
Yeah.
Without counting COVID.
Right. So we got 2 of the 4 that have been taken.
Yep.
And then we got the Western Conference
last year,
which, I mean, I'll take that outline star every day, all day.
Oh yeah.
You know, who else can do that? No, nobody. Glendale can't even say because they're not even in the mix anymore.
Hey man.
San Diego, the closest they got was runner up.
Yep.
So maybe we take a second place trophy with our fans to go down there to give it to them. Like, you know what? You guys were almost the Western Conference man.
Take an outline shield. Give it to them. Take an outline shield to give it to them. Rick Meyer says Seattle 24, San Diego 22.
Oh, I like that. We the last game was 23-20, so that's pretty close.
Who's I don't know who I can see who's all here. I can't see who's all in here, but
That's okay.
I would like to see if anybody, Punkus, if you're still in here, or whoever's in here.
Yeah, you guys got predictions?
Score predictions. What are your score predictions? I mean,
yeah.
So what are you saying it is?
Man,
you saying it's going to be high scoring?
I think it's going to be high scoring, so I'm going to take like 32-35 Seattle.
And I'm thinking 37-22.
Oh, you think we're going to skunk them? You think we're going to go, I mean, not skunk them, but like, really? You think we're going to beat by that much?
30, sorry. Give me, I said 9 or 10. So let's say 37-26.
Okay.
Or 37-27, right around there.
Okay.
I don't think they'll break 30.
I like that.
So we're good. We average just under 30, just under 32. So.
Okay.
I think our boy, I think Clarkie's going to have the boys ready to play, man. Like, I think they're, it's how it's always been. We're always, every show I've been watching, everybody, they don't even hesitate. San Diego. I'm taking San Diego. Taking San Diego. All right. Sweet.
Let them.
Take San Diego, man. Cause you know what happened in 2019? San Diego will be both times regular season too.
Yep.
And they were, and even after us winning the 2018 championship, San Diego was favored to win the championship in 2019. Look what happened. So, hey man, take them all day long. I don't care. I like our squad.
Yeah, no, we have a stronger squad.
We have, it's, and we like to, cause everybody said when Houston came up here that, it's going to be a hard hitting match and they're going to thump us because their front line, their front rowers were going to pound ours. And man, it didn't happen. It didn't happen, man. It never happened like that. Our team put a pounding on them.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, like, I
didn't say it was not score wise.
Okay. Yeah.
But like hitting wise, like physicality wise, we were way more physical than they were. Not score wise, but physicality wise, we were more physical than they were.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody thought they were going to be more physical than us. I mean, even Danny Barrett said it, I think. I read somewhere that he said that they were ready and they were going to hit hard and they were going to do
How about that, man? We all got to watch Danny Barrett's last game.
Hey, I got to watch Danny Barrett take a freaking conversion kick. You didn't see that?
No.
You didn't see that?
How did I miss that?
When so when they scored their last try,
yeah,
they were lined up on the far side of the pitch where the teams are, and he's the one who took the last conversion.
Oh, what a compliment as a team player.
He missed it, but
that's okay.
But he took the conversion kick.
That's so good.
Yeah, he took the conversion.
His mom and dad came up for that game. I met them up at the watershed. And they're like, yeah, our son's here. And I was like, oh, that's very cool. You know, like making conversation. I didn't ask who because, you know, they wanted to tell me they would have done it.
Yeah.
And then I see him leaving and I'm like, WTF. You mean you're his parent? I was like, oh my gosh, dude, so good. So good to meet y'all. You know, like, just like.
I'm glad. I think it was last year.
Fandom all of a sudden.
I think it was last year I got to. So I don't know if everybody knows the story, but the championship belts that Rucky has the idea was taken from Danny Barrett. When Danny Barrett and Martin Yusefo. They had the sevens, and they won the sevens. USA won the sevens down in Vegas. Danny Barrett had a WWF or WWE, whatever, championship belt. When I told him the story, he said, well, man, I wish they would let me keep it, but they didn't let me keep it. But he had that belt, and I was like, you know what? That was the same. It was 2018. It was the same year we won the championship. I'm like, you know what? Get me a championship belt. So I contacted a place that got me a belt, and I'm like, that's where I got the belt idea from. And the cool thing is, like, so was it last? I think last year.
Did the Seawolves help with that at all, or is that all you?
No, that's all me.
Okay.
I bought those.
Oh, I mean, Rucky. Sorry.
Rucky?
Did Rucky pay for it, or did you have to pay for Ruckies?
I paid for Ruckies.
Yeah, that was nice
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, I paid for Ruckies.
I don't know
Rucky didn't
about
pay
that
for
guy.
anything. Rucky doesn't pay for anything.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to pay for things when you can't make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't take seaweed as payment.
You mean you weren't selling your seaweed?
Yeah.
All right.
But
I'm sure it's legal.
All right. Everything's international. But no, so I think it was last year when they came up here to play. Yeah, it was last year when they came here to play. I got to tell him that story. He's like, dude, that's awesome, man. Like
So
like, hey
good.
man, can you sign this? And I had him sign my USA Eagles jersey. And I told him the story, and he's like, dude, that's awesome, dude. I'm like, so glad that you did that, because I was like, those make Rucky, dude. Like the two belts. And then of course I went back and did the Conor McGregor champ logo. So took the whole champ thing from him. So double champ. So
Love it. Well, where are we at? Should we button it up?
where are we at? Where are we at here? We're at hold on.
I mean, Lord knows we're going to sit here.
Yeah,
after
we're at
this
20
and still chop
We're
it
at
up.
26 minutes.
Yeah, we're good. So we're going to let y'all go. Thanks for humoring us in our first go.
Hold on. What else? Let's see.
What do we got?
I don't know, man. Let me see what else we got here. Punkus says the Mall for Glory was a defining moment for the MLR.
He missed by a mile, Punkus said.
Yeah, he did. Punkus said
dude.
34-28 fins. So he's about same spot I am.
I like that.
Meyer says rooting for DC, but New England's powerful. New England 45, DC 23.
All right. I like it. So let's give more warning next time we come on. So
we'll have
so
to.
once we know like when we're gonna do it next, I think we'll do one next week before the championship.
Yeah, we have to do it next
We have to do at least one. So then we'll just post when we're gonna do it. So that way, if you guys want to participate like this, we'll be ready for you.
Yeah, I like
better each week.
Yeah, I like doing it like that. I like doing it like, I mean, even,
Thank you guys, because it helps us like what kind of content we want to talk about, and then the idea is everybody feels included. That's what I like the most personally.
I was about to suggest more. Punkus said he was about to suggest more warning time to do it. So
Good call. We're on the same page.
thank you to Punkus, thank you to Rick Meyer, thank you to my wife for being on, and
thanks for watching. Even if you're watching the recording, we appreciate it. If you can do hashtag record or hashtag live, that would be cool, because then we got an idea of when you're chiming in. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so appreciate it. Seawall Podcast, man.
Yeah, take one.
Spread the word, man.
Or take two, excuse me. Episode 1.
Take 2, episode 1. Spread the word, man. We appreciate it. And any suggestions, we'll have to set. We need to set. We need to set an email.
Oh, done it.
Okay.
Yep.
And so
I'll post it under this.
Yeah, we'll post that, and then any suggestions you can always message us on the Seawall Podcast,
we both
Instagram or Facebook, and spread the word, man. And if you any suggestions or anything like that, so we appreciate it.
All right.
And all right, brother.
Thank you. It's so good. So good.
So good.
Ooh.